Oh. Okay. This is my character. You'll notice they have Mickey Mouse ears on. And that's because I got the ability to do Mickey Mouse ears from um, uh, from the Disney World map that I have, I think. And I was like, I want to be able to wear these all the time. And then and so I put them on, and I've been wearing them ever since. And I actually get kind of upset at, when it's loading, because it'll go and show me as a different character, such as Steve, or yesterday, um, I was a dark-skinned person, so figure that way, I'm not like confusing, because there's got to be people that came from Africa who are now American, or there's got to be, people that were born here, and like all their descendants were born here. And, that way I don't have to make a distinction that may or may not be there, Because if you say African American, then that usually means that they were African at one point, and then now they're American. Or I don't know if I'm making this weird or not, but anyway, or there's people that have been born here all their life, so it's like, well, what do you call those people? Because like if you can't, if like you're, if like you were born here, but your parents came from, like, say, Russia, you'd be Russian American, but I don't know how that works. So anyway, one, two, three, four. I just think about that kind of stuff all the time because, I write stories. So like if one of the characters is if one of the characters is 14 in one scene, but I say they're 15 in the next scene, that would not be okay unless the next scene is them having their birthday. So I'm running into a small problem with stuff like that. Because Ashley and Chantel are supposed to be 2 years apart, but I made Ashley's birthday in November and Chantel's birthday in July. So it's it's causing a little bit of problems because like Ashley's 14 right now, but she'll be 15 on her birthday. But I'm getting confused because I'm getting majorly confused actually. Because like when they go to Esperanza's island, they are supposed to be 14 and 12, or 14 and 13, because she turned 13 before she turns 13 before Ashley turns 14. Before Ashley turns 15. But then that doesn't make any sense, because she's supposed to be, there's supposed to be a big life-changing thing happening in her life when she's 15, and it's not going to work. So, yeah, I'm really confused right now. And, since Chantel's supposed to be 2 years younger, it's like, it's just causing problems. I could make her 1 year younger, but I've already established that she's 2 years younger, and that Jesse wants a girl that's 3 years younger than him, which would be exactly her age. So, it's the kind of thing where when they're older, it doesn't matter. It's okay, it's fine. But then when they're younger, it does matter. So, I'm having issues. It's okay though. So, so this morning I woke up to a little bit of a disaster. One of the cats had made a little bit of a mess on my chair, and I'm not talking like, they used the litter box on my chair. I just, they tossed cookies. And that's not okay. But, I've got it all cleaned up and everything. It's just still the principle of the thing. Why? Why that? Why my chair? Well, I know why my chair. They probably, were hanging out with Mama before she woke up, and then that's what happened. But yeah, so I'm a little bit upset, and I kind of made them go back upstairs, and I won't mind if they come down and get food, but... But I don't necessarily want them hanging out with me right now. I'm just a little upset at them. But I don't know which kitty it was. I just know it was a boy kitty because, Coral's been sounding like she's gonna toss cookies and then she doesn't do it, so. Anyway, so I was having a really weird dream before I woke up. And I keep having the same kind of dream. Variations on a theme here. My 2 cousins, Brandy and Rose, and, if they're watching this later, I would totally use their gamer tag if they game. I doubt it, but, if they do. But I don't know it, so have to use her real first names. But, they are walking around with a wagon. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. And this time that I had the dream, it went, dang, that is a small hallway. Sorry, on my YouTube video. Anyway, this time they were pulling my brother's wagon from when he was little. He had this wagon when he was like 4 to 10 years old or something like that. I don't even know when it became not part of the family. But anyway, Uncle Jimmy was in that wagon, and my cousins, Brandy and Rose, are pulling him around in that wagon, but they're not the age that they are now. They're the age that they would have been in, like, high school. But still adults. Really weird. And you know how they say you cannot read when you're dreaming? The words just don't make any sense. That is, well, for me, that is a total wrong statement. Because I've had times when I actually could read 1, 2, 3, 4 in my in my dreams. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like, I was totally looking at Nancy Drew books, and I could tell that they were, I could read that they were Nancy Drew books. I think I was even able to read titles, but I couldn't tell you what any of them are now. I really like the series they went from the late 80s, or no, in the mid 80s, well, somewhere in the 80s, we'll go with that, somewhere in the 80s to the early 2000s. And I loved that series. In fact, I bought all the books, but then we lost our storage, and we're thinking that they were in there, and if they're not and they're in that closet, I am going to get angry at my husband. Because I want my books. Seriously, if I ever had the opportunity to get those books again, I would make sure that we kept them somehow. Although I thought I had made sure that we kept them this time. I was going to go and, I don't know how I was going to do it, but I was going to have us, get some more bookshelves. And I was going to have us get some more bookshelves and, put up all the books. Because, like, my husband had most of the Star Wars books. Not the New Age Star Wars, but the pre-Disney ones, I think they call them the canon books, Anyway, he had most of those, and then I had a good chunk of the Buffy the Vampire Slayer books. And then like I said, I collected the Nancy Drew files. I loved that series. And I had the Nancy Drew the Nancy Drew Hardy Boys Super Mysteries. All of them. And I was starting to collect the yellow books and the Nancy Drew mysteries and the Hardy Boys mysteries. 1, 2. And before you say that they're probably below my reading level, I don't care. I read what I want to read. And actually, the Nancy Drew books, the Nancy Drew files, they have some big words in there that I'm like, what does that mean? But the cool thing is now I've got HG to go and say, HG, what does that mean? Except for I was trying to ask, oh my gosh, I was having so much trouble yesterday. Okay, I don't remember the show right now, but I was asking when a certain show came out, but it was the new version of it. Like the new Hollywood Squares or the I think it was the new Newlywed Game. And it wasn't listening. It just kept saying, the Newlywed Game came out here. Well, okay, but that's not what I asked. I asked when the new Newlywed Game came out. In fact, I love that show so much. If it's not, I wish it was still on the air. I mean, it was just so funny to, watch the, watch the couples answer the question, and, the husband ends up getting smacked by the wife with the pillow because, like, it was a simple question that the husband should have known, like, what's your wife's favorite color? And, he said pink because girls are supposed to like pink, and the answer's really purple. Something like that. Or, like, who was the first person you kissed, and it wasn't the wife, and she didn't know. Anyway, yeah, I got into watching YouTube yesterday. A little bit. So, I'm sure everybody's getting very annoyed with me putting in trees and putting in trees and more trees and, but it doesn't need to be done. It gives ambiance, makes the road look like a mountain road. And I'm just trying to get to the end there. Then we can go back to the hospital. I decided that at the back of Banshee Hill, we want to go and put in enough trees to, enough trees that if somebody is going down the mountain in a car, you cannot hear it. but Michael can still say, oh yeah, the gas station's that way. I mean, the gas station in town's that way. The pirate store in that town is over there, Because in one of the books, Michael was forced to do something with Daisy that, 11-year-olds should not be doing. But, anyway, he gets grounded because of it. Well, then it's decided, yeah, he's grounded, but he can still go on the camping trip. It's like, okay, fine. Well, while they're there, before that, he goes and buys Daisy a puppy because, the puppy will keep her safe while they're gone. They're only going to be gone overnight. But, the puppy will keep her safe while she's gone. So, okay. They do that. And then they go and Michael got given a cell phone, but he doesn't know how to use one. And so the guy sitting next to him, I think Jonah Castle, helps him figure it out and then shows him that Pac-Man is on his phone. I didn't actually call it Pac-Man. I think I called it the game with the ghosts. But, because I don't want to get in trouble with anybody. I don't know if you can just say, yeah, it was Pac-Man or Super Mario Brothers or a version of GTA, whether it be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, San Andreas, Vice City, whatever. I don't know if you could put that on there and say, that, a certain company made it or distributes it or whatever. So I go and generalize it and make sure that it's known what it is, but I'm not going to get in trouble. Yeah. So anyway, they go camping. I'll have to try to remember what I was just getting happy about. Anyway, so they go camping, and it's the kind of camping where you drive up to the place and then you hike in. You drive up to the parking lot. Well, you drive up to the one building, you get your your campsite tag, whatever it is, and then you park your vehicle in the parking lot at the bottom of the trail, and then you go hike the trail to get there. So they go and do that, and somewhere in there, because I didn't put in a whole lot of details, and I don't know why, but anyway, I didn't put in a whole lot of details. So eventually it turns out that a skunk goes under the table, And everybody's like really afraid of the skunk because they don't want to get sprayed. Well, Michael's over there petting the skunk and, being nice to it, talking nice to it and everything. And somebody else must have done something because they all got sprayed. Or like everybody but Michael got sprayed. And so they came home early and Sasha, the puppy that he bought, is barking and growling at him, and that wakes up Daisy. And anyway, it's decided that he doesn't smell right. So he goes in, takes a shower, and then he goes to bed with Daisy. It'll make more sense when you read the book. Although that one's not published yet. But since I'm talking about books, we'll segue into please buy my books from Amazon. Like I said, I am trying to help out with the household bills. It doesn't look like I'm going to get an outside job anytime soon. Although, apparently, if I call into Dollar Tree on Monday, I might be able to get a job. But they're only hiring for part-time. And I'm worried that that's not going to be enough help. But yeah, I've got 6 books on Amazon right now. Pirate's Daughter, which introduces the captain. And I think people are getting a little intimidated because it's pirates with an apostrophe at the end of it, because there's 2 pirates that are the parents of the daughter, who happens to be Morgan, who happens to be the captain. But that's just me showing off my college skills. There's nothing scary about that. Anyway, then there's Miss Fortune, which introduces her boyfriend. He doesn't really have a rank on the ship. He's just captain's husband or captain's boyfriend previous to that. So I could not think of what I wanted his rank to be. Like, is he going to be the navigator? Is he going to be the Jake is the navigator? He's not her brother, but they call each other brother and sister because they've been, they've been honorary cousins so long that that's what, not cousins, but cousins. Like Katie and Jake's parents are not related, but they've been in the house so long that it's when Jake's talking to Katie, it's Aunt Katie, and when Morgan is talking to Jake's mom, Jane, it's Aunt Jane. There's a possibility that they are related, but I don't think so. But anyway, they're you know, they act like they're cousins or brother and sister. More brother and sister than cousins. But Jake is from Australia, and Morgan was, well, both of Morgan's parents or one of Morgan's parents was from Ireland. I think both. Yeah, both. Because where the mansion is right now, over that way. It's over that way. Where the mansion is right now was two separate houses. One at, you know, it would be one at one end of the space where the mansion is, and then the other one would be at the other end. You know, like one would be where the front, you know, starting at the front door, it would be like from there to maybe the end of the living room. And then the other one would be from the back door to the end of the infirmary. Something like that. I haven't figured that one out yet. But, yeah, that's what it would be. So, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So, anyway, yeah. Her dad is from that house that would be where the front door is. Oh, we're good. We're good. Okay, awesome. Problem is that then we have to go and do this. Then we have to do this side. If you can't tell, I'm tired of putting in trees. But we're almost back to the hospital, so that's a good thing. We also need to figure out how we're supposed to get to the college. Because the college is, there's supposed to be 50 rows of trees. So if it's one end, it'll probably be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40, 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49, 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59, 60, 61, 62, 63, 64, 65, 66, 67, 68, 69, 70, 71, 72, 73, 74, 75, 76, 77, 78, 79, 80, 81, 82, 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90, 91, 92, 93, 94, 95, 96, 97, 98, 99, 100. Oh wait, so I'm thinking right there. And then we will have the college. But there's definitely going to be a path from the college to over there. And that's because, first of all, this half is going to be the emergency room. So, like, you come in and, you come in, you just, you got stabbed. That's not going to happen in fictional Ireland, I hope. But anyway, you just got stabbed or shot or something, and, you come here, they fix you up, you're all good. And then over here, it's not so pressing. You've got a cold. It's not going away. You come in here and hopefully you don't end up over there. Because that's what happened to my mom. Like I said, she was coughing and we didn't know what the heck was going on. I kept telling her that we definitely needed to get her hold on. Okay, so I kept telling her that we definitely needed to get her the allergy medicine that I get from Costco, because it knocks out a cold quick. I love that stuff. It's as far as I can tell, it's basically Benadryl, but it's like, if you got allergies, it goes and knocks them out. And if you got a cold, it knocks it out, so. Anyway, and it worked really good with COVID, too. Although, 1, 2, 3, 4. Although, first of all, take it with a grain of salt, because, like I said, I didn't say that. I meant to, though. I am not a doctor, so, I can't actually go recommending things, but I know that it works really good. But I would go and, like, you know you're sick, give it, like, 3 days, and then take it. Or, like, if you know that you've been sick for a week and it does not seem like it's going away, then you take it. Let your body get used to the germs of that particular cold or flu or whatever, because because then you won't get sick from it again. Or if you do, it'll be less, because your body will be like, oh, it's that thing again, and it'll fight it. Usually we don't get it again. So, but anyway, when we had COVID, like, we didn't know what to do. So, we couldn't go to the doctor, and obviously, because of Mom, I probably wouldn't have wanted to go to the doctor. But we only got it once, and that's because I made sure to take my allergy medicine. I'm not saying it's going to work for all allergy medicines, just that one specifically. Although I don't want to start a run on that particular allergy medicine, because yes, it's very good, and like, I don't want it to be like toilet paper during COVID. Everybody was trying to get toilet paper. I mean, there was places where the toilet paper was locked up. That is crazy. Of course, right now, there's places, I hate to say it, but specifically California, because that's where I saw it. If you go to Walmart, the socks and underwear are locked up. Probably a few other things too, but definitely the socks and underwear were locked up, and it's like, what the heck? Although it's good that they were stealing socks and underwear rather than spend rather than stealing stuff that they didn't actually need. It's almost like, can you really count it as stealing? I mean, the store's going to count it as stealing, obviously, but can you really count it as stealing? Because they're stealing something to keep them in a job, I'm guessing. But I'm sure if I had a store, I would think of it the same way too, so. Anyway. So it's like, this boring task needs to be done. But it is boring. But then you go and do it in a little bit different way. Like in this case, I'm gonna do 5 rows. Or, 4 rows to make it 5, but I'm gonna do that. And then I'm gonna go back and do the other task of putting the trees on the hill. Because it's supposed to look like a mountain road. Usually you have, you have the mountain with the trees, and it's really pretty, and, well, if you like trees, it's pretty. And sometimes you can see deer and squirrels and stuff. Oh, yeah, I was segueing into my books. Also, we have Hard Times, which introduces the first mate. Because there's always a captain and then the first mate. So the first one, Pirate's Daughter, introduces the captain and how she got onto the ship. Although I'm not sure at the end of the book that she was on the ship yet, but she'll get there. And then Misfortune, that's the second one, introduces Hayden, Morgan's boyfriend and then husband later, and how he got to the ship. And then Hard Times introduces William and how he got onto the ship. Unfortunately, we had to kill off his mom to do it, but it'll make sense. Unfortunately, she had cancer, and there's still conflicting stories of why she didn't have twins and she had, just William. And that's because I made up something in one book, and then in another book I said something totally different. So it's like, Which one is it? So, I don't know. But anyway, then later in the series, I know this sounds so weird to say later in the series. 1, 2, 3, 4. Later in the series, there's their kids. So Ashley belongs to Hayden and Morgan, and Sean belongs to William and his wife Kat, Kat. And it's short for Katerina. I couldn't think of anything. Oh my gosh, I couldn't think of anything that was short for Kat, that Kat would have been short for. And then I'm like, Katerina. Yeah, that's good. So then she became Katerina Anna Duval. I think she was Katerina, and then we call her Kat, and then she was Katerina Duval, and then I'm like, there needs to be something more to that. Kat was too short. Katerina Duval was a little too short, and then I'm like, Katerina Anna Duval. Yeah. Oh, and none of my names are based on any real person at all whatsoever. I've never used a real person in any of my books. I make up my own characters, and I make up my own characters, and if they sound like somebody who's a real person, that is not my fault. Like, one of my books, I think the last name is Bacardi, but that's a drink, and I'm like really thinking hard about changing it. But I don't know that's the last name at the moment. I haven't read that book in a while. I really need to get back to writing the one book, because right now I'm turning Esperanza's Party into a audiobook. Now, Esperanza's Party is the book where Ashley realizes she likes Sean like that. They're just best friends, but she likes Sean like that. And Sean kind of realizes that he likes Ashley like that. And it gets cemented even more. Okay, wait. That's 1 row, 2... Wait. 1 row, 2 row, 3 row, 4 row. I need one more. Okay. It gets cemented even more in the island. And then... Okay, so in Esperanza's Party, they go off to an island that I don't know exists. I'm hoping I made it up. But an island off the coast of South America. And it's Esperanza's Island. So So, Sean is dancing with a girl named Elena while Jesse is dancing close by with a girl named Alana. Elena and Alana are twins. Sean and Jesse are twins. Ashley and Chantel walk up, and they're trying to catch Sean and Jesse's eye, but they don't pay attention until every other male eye looks at Ashley and Chantel. So, so they finally look over and they're like, oh. And I think Alana went and smacked Sean on the arm or something and said, hey, you're here with me. And he goes, I'm not here with anybody. And anyway, so he ends up dancing with Ashley. Elena walks off in a huff. He ends up dancing with Ashley, and Alana tells Chantel that she just wants to finish the dance and then she's going to go to bed. That's a lie, but, Chantel doesn't need to know. She gives Jesse up willingly. So, she goes off and she goes, back to her house, and that's where she finds her boyfriend. And I think they end up going out into the woods too. I don't remember. But anyway, all the couples end up going out into the woods to a clearing, to kiss. So, so then after the dancing part of it, oh yeah, there's a dance floor that they were all dancing on. Anyway, after the dancing, everybody gathers back at the rowboats, and a lot of the adults are drunk. But they all gather at the rowboats. 1, 2, 3, 4. No, okay. And they're gonna, go back to the ship. But Sean gets told, help take everybody back. And then you get your butt back over here because Elena's upset, so Esperanza's upset, and we need to talk this out. So they end up all going back to Esperanza's house, where there's a picnic table outside in the front yardish area. And he ends up getting taken away by Esperanza's brothers. They're big burly people like Gaston on Beauty and the Beast. And except for maybe not as fit. But, they're strong enough to hold him and take him inside Esperanza's house. And you'll just have to read the book to find out what happens next. Well, then, in the island, Sean and Jesse are bored stupid. They're doing a knife juggling show on deck when all of a sudden the ship just stops. Totally grinds to a halt. Of course, in my head, it's like it just stops. But anyway, and they're wondering what the heck happened. So they go and check on everybody, make sure nobody got hit by the knives. And nobody ever gathers up those knives. So I'm hoping that off camera, I think I'm going to fix that. But hopefully off camera, Ashley gathered up Sean's knives and Chantel gathered up Jesse's and returned them to their rooms. Because you wouldn't want a 3-year-old grabbing them, But, so they decide to go exploring on the island. They get permission and, they pack up all their weapons. And, so maybe, maybe packing up all their weapons include their daggers and their knives. I don't know. I didn't think that, I just didn't think that through, I'm thinking. But I can fix it. Anyway, they go exploring and there's a whole bunch of really big trees. And I don't mean really big, like really tall. I mean big around. And Sean goes on this side and Jesse goes on this side. Well, Jesse goes in and hangs back. Sean comes out on the other side and he's looking around and, Jesse, where are you? And then Jesse goes, jumps out and goes, boo! And he does that for at least 6 trees. And then all of a sudden it happens again. But he didn't mean to do it this time. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh, okay. We'll finish this row and then we'll go back to the hill. Or should we go to 10? I don't know. Anyway, so, all of a sudden it happens again. And he's looking around. He's not seeing his brother. He's not, Jesse's not jumping out and saying boo. We just don't know what's going on. So he goes and starts to walk back the way he came. And he instantly regretted it because a rope cinched itself around his ankle and hoisted him up into the air. And, of course, it's attached to the tree. So he's hanging there upside down. All of his weapons fall out. His backpack falls off of him. His sword even falls to the ground. And he's worried now because he has no idea where Jesse is. And he's like, I hope he's okay. Well, the thing is that I like the idea of twin power, where they can, talk to each other, even though one's on one side of the wall and the other's on the other side of the wall. Stuff like that. So, technically, Jesse should have been able to figure out that Sean's worried about him and said something through twin power, but Jesse can stop the connection. So like if he's really, really worried about something, or if he really, really, really wants to keep something a secret, he can do that. But Sean cannot. So Jesse's probably sitting there listening to that, but he's not able to talk. Actually, he's standing, but that's not the point here. Then, my 6th book is a book about my cat. I'm not entirely sure what's in that book, except for that I remember there being the mention of this is my daddy, and a picture with Coral and my husband, and this is my brother Ben, and this is my brother Sam, and a picture of both of them, which to the untrained eye may look like the same exact cat, but it's not. They're both black cats. But anyway, I thought, okay, each of my cats has their own story, and I just wanted to be able to tell what their story is. So like if we get another elderly cat and it's got renal failure or kidney problems or whatever cats have, I'll be more careful to write that down next time and get it right next time, because I seem to remember I put in a bunch of pictures I already had, so there could be a picture of our cat Henrietta in there. She liked to be called Henny. She pretty much did not listen if you called her name. Unless you called her Henny. So, she was a grandma cat. She was, at least part Siamese. Anyway, so, like, Coral has the most boring one. She was dropped off at the animal shelter with her sister, and they needed to have somebody foster them and give them medicine, and they went to 3 or 4 houses before they came to our place. And nobody gave them their medicine. So Coral had upper respiratory when she was a baby. As far as I can tell, it seems like a kitty asthma. Except for it wasn't acting up that much, and I mean it made her eyes it makes her eye run when she is like really stressed. But other than that, there's nothing wrong with that baby. I mean, she's developed a cough, but if I can get monetized or get a part-time job or something. I'm only saying part-time because I think I will only be able to stand working for that long. I got a few things wrong with me, knees, ankles, wrists, a severe problem with the people in my town. I mean, the shoppers. So, Just some of the shoppers. Huh? I don't get it. Caution, do not ship on it. Really? Okay, so my husband works at Tractor Supply, and they just got something in that says do not ship on end. So like, like up and down like you would ship a refrigerator. It says don't ship it that way. You're supposed to lay it down or something like that. And I don't know if it's broken or if the box is just a little funky or if that was just, like the plastic strip to keep it closed. But apparently they shipped it like that and, up and down instead of laid on its side or whatever. And my husband was pointing it out. Hope he doesn't get in trouble for that. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. That'll do. But yeah, like every time that I thought of this road, when I'm writing, every time I think of this road when I'm writing my stories, it's totally straight like this. That is not going to happen in Ireland, ever. I only know that because I've looked at the Google map. They are not straight like this. I mean, they're straight like this for a little bit, and then they start being all curvy and wavy and stuff. But anyway, but both sides have this with the trees. So that doesn't work on this side, obviously, unless I back a whole bunch of this up and, unless I back everything up to unless I back everything up to like this point, it's not gonna work. Which is probably what I should do. But the idea was to go and make it to where you cannot get onto the military base by just going over and hopping the fence. It seemed like a very penetrable, very break-intoable military base before I came up with that. You know what? There's another thing I need to do too. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so Travis Air Force Base has a Burger King on it. And I don't know where I want to put this Burger King, but somewhere in this build needs to be a Burger King. I was thinking about putting it over there so the guy at the gate could have something to eat, but I don't know. I just need to put it somewhere in here. So when I'm ready to go off stream and just 1, 2, 3, 4. When I'm ready to go off stream and when I'm ready to go off stream for the day and just do what I'm supposed to do for the day, maybe I will go and build that Burger King, because that's the only reason why that is in my here, let's see something real quick. That's the only reason why that's in my save for later list. I mean, watch later list. When? Okay, and then that, and then that, and 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 that. Yeah, okay. And then that, and that, and that, and then that, and then that, and that, that, and that, and that, and that, and that, and that. Oi. Okay, so how many rows do we have now? Set up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23. Okay. 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, stop that, 38, 39, 40. Okay, so let's double check that, because I don't know if I screwed it up or not, so just want to make sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, 32, 33, 34, 35, 36, 37, 38, 39, 40. Okay, perfect. 41, 42, 43, 44, 45, 46, 47, 48, 49. Yeah, I'm 50. Okay. And then we can start in on the college. We need to figure out where we want that pathway, though. Kind of went in the middle, but it doesn't have to be. Or dial back this row of trees. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. Okay. So okay, so if I remove that one row of trees. Oh. Okay, so I turned on my YouTube videos silently, of course, so I can have the screen on, and I can see if anybody's trying to talk to me. And all of a sudden, I could see that there was a person on the screen, but I couldn't tell who, what, when, where, why, because I was like watching it out of the corner of my eye, kind of thing. Side of my eye, maybe they say. I don't know. Anyway, turned out, because I totally forgot that that was what part we were at. My husband downloaded the Thanksgiving Day Parade from 2021, 2022, something like that. Anyway, Mario Lopez was the host, and I've still got it on there. Because until I can download it and like put it on a DVD, if I'm even allowed to do that, until I can do that, you know, it being on YouTube is the best I've got. Because apparently Samsung TV doesn't care about the Thanksgiving Day Parade and does not seem to have a channel for it. Which, if anybody from Samsung TV Plus is watching, please fix that. All I want to do is be able to watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade. Although it will not help me if I'm out at out visiting my dad, but you know, that's something that was a tradition in our house forever. You know, when I was still living with my parents, we'd watch the Thanksgiving Day Parade every year. And then my parents got divorced, and my stepmom doesn't seem to care about it. I don't usually call her that, though. I call her Mom. So, anyway, Mom doesn't care about it. So, like, the last time that my husband was down with me to go have Thanksgiving with them, she put me to work instead of letting me watch the parade. And it's like, I have no way to get this parade later. That might have been 2020. Might have been 2021. I don't know. I think it was I want to say it was before that, but yeah, actually it might have been before that. Because it makes sense that it would have been before Walmart, because Walmart is like around Thanksgiving and around Christmas, all hands on deck. If you're not there, you're fired. So like, you get sick, you better be in Walmart anyway. Which means that you're spreading germs. Yeah, you're spreading germs, and then they can go and fire you for, like, germ warfare or something. I don't know. You know, they go and tell you stay home if you're sick, but then they don't let you do that. I guess while that was still playing on the music system, we could have, like, maybe sued him or something for false advertising because, stay home if you're sick, but they don't let you stay home if you're sick. Oh, wait. I should probably... okay, so... I want to make it different over here. So... okay, which one's 25 and which one isn't? I think it's this one's 25 and that one isn't. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, yeah. And then this one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. Okay. $15. 16. 17. 18. 'Kay, let's just double check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Yeah, good. Okay. $20. 21. 22. 23. 24. 25. Okay. So, this hospital is only important because it's in a few of my books. I mean, it's mentioned in a few of my books, I should say. But, in particular, a book called Moved Out. Sean got really frustrated because Hayden's always, putting him down, getting upset at him. Basically, Sean stole his little girl away from, him, even though Ashley's, 15 and then 16. I think she's, like, closer to 18 in that book, or she's closer to 20, something like that. Anyway, so Sean's like, okay, I need to move out, and he discusses it with Ashley, and they decide, okay, we're gonna move out for a while. They still wanna. I've got 73 followers. Wow. Okay, so Janet_Carson 1 followed me 14 days ago. That Mystic Witch followed me 13 days ago. Tommy_Versetti 36 followed me 8 days ago. Babydoll_716 followed me 8 days ago. Sophia_Benz18 followed me 6 days ago. Alice Tasia, I don't know if I'm saying her name right. She hasn't told us one way or the other yet. Followed me 5 days ago. Daddy Rhino 97 followed me 2 days ago. Not Even Ash followed me yesterday. The Poppy... What was it? Oh. The Poppy Chulo TV followed me yesterday. And Any Payday followed me 27 minutes ago. So that is awesome. And as always, I'm saying thank you. The more followers I get, maybe the closer I'll get to being monetized, and I can make even better content. One of the things I want to do, it's more of a YouTube thing, but one of the things I want to do is I want to go, like, to different places, you know, like maybe go up to Lake Tahoe. My husband was talking about going up there because they may or may not get a Target store. I was thinking Sparks. That's a town in Nevada. Anyway, they're supposed to be getting a Target store, but they don't know because Target's one of those, or at least says my husband's customers, that they're one of those where it's they and them instead of her and him or he and she. I don't understand how a store is like that, but you know. So we don't know if they're getting it or not, but he was talking about going up and seeing it as soon as it's there. If it's going to be there. So anyway, I want to go and take my sign that says, please like, share, subscribe, etc. And I want to, take the back of it and put an advertisement for my books, and then, you know, like I said, go different places. There's a nice place by the water. I'm never going to be able to describe it to my husband because I can't remember what building is there. There's a building, and then off to the right of that is like a river. I don't know which one. It could be the Truckee River for all I know. Although I think that's up in Truckee or closer to it, so I don't know. But anyway, whatever. And it's nice over there. I'd like to go to Lake Tahoe. I'd like to go to um I there was a spot that just popped into my head. It's really pretty, and I can't think where it is. And then there's like a hiking spot off of Rockville Road or on Rockville Road. I don't know, something. In near Fairfield, California. I was gonna say in it, but that doesn't make any sense because it's off of Rockville Road. um, we went there when I was in Brownies, and I don't remember having a good time because it wasn't, like TV and stuff, but I'm just not an outdoor kind of person. That's the only reason why I didn't have fun. I'm sure that if I went now, I'd be like, I'd feel the same, but at least, I could go and take pictures and I'm pretty sure there was some interesting animals over there, and there was a few trails to go down, if I remember correctly. It's been forever. Like, at least, I think at least 20 years. I don't know, it's been a while. Yeah, I don't remember if I had a daughter at the time. It's kind of funny because we kind of measure years by, okay, did we have an Ashley then, or did we not have an Ashley then? Do we have a Squibs then? Did we not have a Squibs then? Normally we would say Squibs' name, but we try to go with stranger danger and say people's gamer tags if they have one. But as far as I know, my daughter doesn't have one, so. And if she does, I wish somebody would tell me what it is. Because it's funny. My dad took a picture when my sister-in-law was pregnant with, I can't remember what his gamer tag is either. Anyway, my nephew, Oliver, he was, she was pregnant with him. So he took a picture of everybody in the house, I think including my nephew Ashton. And, he photoshopped the picture so above the pregnant stomach it says loading and has a status bar. Anyway, everybody in the house had a different controller. Didn't matter whether it was Xbox, PlayStation, whatever. Everybody had a different controller. And I just thought it was funny. Okay, so I think what we're going to do is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And if you're wondering why that spot right there is very, very, very wide, it's because that's where you drive the ambulance in, you unload, and take them inside. Okay, and then we're gonna 1, 2, 3, like this. So it's not all boring tree placement. I would like to get it to where all the trees are in and this path to the college is done. And then, we could figure out, we could start figuring out the college. We could start figuring out the grocery store, build the rest of the hospital, stuff like that. And that'll happen eventually. So I did notice, though, that it doesn't seem like a very safe parking lot. Because of the fact that that's all you have for a sidewalk. But really, that's all you need, so. How long have I been streaming? Oh my goodness! Hour and 37 minutes. But this is what I get like, I start doing one thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I start doing one thing and then I'm like, oh, but I need to do this and I need to do that. And yeah, it all gets run together and all of a sudden I've got a 2-hour video. Or more. Because, I stream here on Twitch and then I go and take it and post it to YouTube so everybody gets to watch it. I've got, if I remember correctly, I've got 300 something subscribers on YouTube. And I'm pretty happy about that. Unfortunately, like my first video got posted in 2016 and I've only got 300, but I'm still really proud of that and really happy about that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that doesn't work. I guess I'll have to do 8. I don't want to do 8. I really don't. I don't want to do 8. It'll have to do though. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I have to do 8. I don't want to do 8. The reason why I don't want to do 8 is because it's supposed to be 7. Yeah, I don't got a good reason, but I've got a reason. So technically, there's not supposed to be a road between, there's not supposed to be a road that goes from the hospital to the college. But then I was thinking, well, what if you're going to nursing school? Kind of thing. Or you're an intern at the, well, here, why don't we take these out and... Anyway, or you're like a, you're learning to be a doctor. Anyway, what if you're learning to be a medical person at the college and you need to do your residency at the hospital? So I kind of ran them together. Okay. So it's not very many parking spots, but it's something. Oh no. Oh, okay. Never mind. Never mind the oh no. Because 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. Okay. And then we can fix the fact that it looks super dorky over there at the college. We can, we can back this up 3 this way and then have the 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and then 1, 2, 3 parking slots. For the parking slots. I don't know what you call that. Parking places. There you go. Anyway, I'm also thinking that books make great Christmas presents. With the cat books, it gets kids off the couch, and, well, maybe not get them off the couch, but it gets them off the video game for a little bit of time. It would be good for your summer reading list. Because I don't know if your local library does that, but our local library usually, I don't know if they still do it because I haven't been there in a while. I know, feels like shame on me, but I haven't been there in a while. Last time I did, I borrowed a book that I'd already borrowed and I already knew was a bad idea. Because I'm trying to figure out a solid way. And if you know a solid way, please let me know. To put page numbers, not starting on the first page, in my documents, because that's the way that I write my stories. And so you don't want the first page to start on page 1, or maybe you want it to start with start on page 1, but you want like the where the story starts to be page 5. I don't want to do that. I want to, go and put, where it says chapter 1, the dog ate my homework. And that be page 1. So, this is 25. So, okay. So anyway, I want to say something like, whatever the real chapter title is, and then at the bottom of the page it say chapter 1. Of course, at the top, I want one side to say Tina Rash, because that's my name and that's who wrote the book. And then I want the other page like, let's say the right side says Tina Rash. And then I want the left side to say, I'll think of it. Hold on. I want the left side to say the name of the book. Oh. Why did I do that? Now I have to do that all over again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yep. I mean, on the other hand, we do need some handicap spaces, but so in my build, if you see a parking space that has blue, that is a handicap spot. Although, have you ever noticed, it says handicap, but then, like, most of those people that are technically handicapped, they don't act like it. They act like they're a regular person like everybody else. Just with their just with their particular thing that they're going through. Like, my father-in-law, okay, so my in-laws have a thing that you put in the window to show, you're allowed to park there. And, it goes whatever vehicle they, whatever vehicle they're riding in at the time. Which is I think it's supposed to be their car, but they ride with us sometimes too, so, they bring it with them. When they ride with us. And, I'm a little confused on that one because my mother-in-law says it's because of her and her hip, and my father-in-law says it's because he's almost blind. And I don't know which one's telling the truth here, but I mean, he's not almost blind. He's actually getting better, he says. To where, like, instead of, the people on the TV screen being blurs, he's actually starting to see people. And that's really cool. Thing is that I'm pretty sure he got the laser eye surgery, but it didn't do what it was supposed to do. Like, his case was worse than that, I guess. One, two, three, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's the problem here. I didn't. Okay, so I did not think about it. But there's supposed to be 1, 2, 3, and then the 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, and then on down. And there's supposed to be 3 more of these right here, but I'd already started building that. I did not feel like moving it, and this road right here lines up perfect. So unless I want to move it and end up moving the car dealership in the process. You can't even see the car dealership because of the trees. Oh, that black roof over there. I would have to move the car dealership, and it's supposed to be at the halfway point, and it's supposed to be right there. There's also supposed to be balloons, but I haven't put those in yet. I do the balloons by putting chain and then a colored glass block. It's really easy. Okay, so that's 25 and 25. So then we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. What am I doing? Why am I even counting this? This is 1. So I've talked about like everything today, except for that I'm hungry. And I am, so I'm gonna have to stop in a little bit here. So that's 2. So that's another thing. We've had a lot of family deaths these last few years. Okay, we got 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. There we go. We've had a lot of family deaths, and that bugs me. A little. So I'm like, I want to go see, at the very least, my dad for Thanksgiving. One of my moms is gone, and well, I call it gone on her extended vacation. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah. Anyway, I call it gone on her extended vacation. So, so I'm worried that what if Dad's next, you know? I mean, he is very healthy. I'm worrying pretty much for nothing. But there's a slight chance. And so that's another reason why I want to get monetized or get, get some kind of income coming from me in the house, because, then I could go and visit a little more often. Hopefully a lot more often, but, a little more often would be better than nothing, So I found out that I am trying to get 10 chatters at once. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Not the 5 that I was thinking, because apparently the other day when I rated somebody, I did have the 5 chatters at once, which should have triggered the 10 chatters at once, but I probably turned it off too quick for that one. But I finally got the 5 chatters at once. I was upset because, like, everybody else had it. Okay, so we set it up to where we were going to try to get me the 5 chatters at once one day, and it didn't work out because one of the 5 people got off too quick. And oh, wait. And so I didn't get it. And the other day I was on, and I'm like, you know what? I'm going to raid somebody. So it ended up that shortly after that, I got the 5 chatters at once. It was so cool. Okay, so we're going to figure this out. 1, 2. You know what? 1, 2. 1, 2. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. $20. 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Oh. I was looking at that and thinking it was like a 80s dance party or something. It's still the Thanksgiving Day parade. So yesterday I was watching this video. It's like, it was, episodes of 80s TV that, like, traumatized the that traumatized the kids at that point. And it's like on Growing Pains, there was an episode where Mike, that's his name. Pretty sure his name's Mike. He had the opportunity to go to a college party with his two best friends. One of them goes by the name Boner. Sorry about that. And I didn't catch I didn't memorize the other guy's name. But anyway, they went to the college party, and then they happened to notice that everybody keeps popping into the bathroom and then popping back out again, and popping into the bathroom and popping back out again. And they finally find out that, people are doing cocaine in that bathroom. Well, Mike leaves. He's like, heck no, ain't going there. So he gets home after curfew, and his dad's all ready to yell at him, like a dad would do. And then he finds out why he was late. It sounded maybe like one of the other two has the car, and he had to walk home. I just thought of that, but I thought he was always the one with the car, so I don't know. But anyway, so he explains, and his dad lets him off easy. But then he's like, but what are the guys gonna think when they find out I chickened out, I didn't do it? And then later at the end of the episode, he finds out that his friends didn't do it either. And he feels much better about it. And there was another episode. I did not know that she was on other shows, but it's really cool that she was. The little girl, well, I wouldn't say little when she's on Small Wonder, but the girl that plays Vicky on Small Wonder was in an episode of Webster, I think it was. And I thought that was really cool. I just, they were talking about something else at the time, but they definitely showed her, and I was like, wow, that's so cool. I was kind of like looking at a thing that, at one point that, she kind of looked like she was gonna be the lady that plays the aunt on Jumanji, the first one with Robin Williams, and it turned out she wasn't, but I did look at her now, and I don't remember what she looked like or anything. It's kind of sad that way. But yeah, I don't remember what she looked like or anything, but she definitely wasn't the person I thought she was, because she kind of looked like her, but it turned out it was somebody else. Let's see here. Oh, we're at 2 hours. Oh my gosh. Well, working on a parking lot is gonna take 2 hours. Oh gosh. So normally the idea is to go and do Dreamlight Valley for about 2 hours, because at the time when I said that, it was gonna take 2 hours. Normally I don't take more than, right now I am not gonna normally take more than an hour, unless it's a Dream Snap day. dream snaps are, you go and take all the neat stuff that you're getting in your game, and you put, they give you a theme. Like, this one was rock and roll. I don't know who thought that up, because this is Halloween time. But they came up with they came up with rock and roll this time. So I'm like putting everything out, and I did not know at the time until I was done. So I may go in and change it a little bit. But there wasn't a whole lot of, where I was trying to do my dream snap wasn't a whole lot of room. So I don't know. But like, everybody was going to be expecting a dance floor. They were going to be expecting the instruments, the lights, all that neat stuff that we just got from the Star Path. And so I put it all together, and then I started filling in the gaps with a little of this and a little of that, because they always give you tags like strong, playful, wondrous, pink, blue, whatever, and I don't remember. Okay, I know, I think strong was in there. Modern was definitely in there. Electronics. And I think the other one was playful. So anyway, I got really high tags on playful. I got really high tags on strong. So the top two. I got okay on electronics. I think I had 50 or something like that. And I'm like, that's pretty good. And then I was trying to get modern and topped out at 75, because it would not let me add anymore. So I'm like, fine, I'm done. But anyway, unless it's a dream snap day, I don't expect to take more than more than an hour. But then it's supposed to be Roblox, but Roblox was on there specifically as an everyday thing, because I was trying to play for 20 days. So now it's like, I could do Roblox, I could not do Roblox, It's not really a big deal. And then, Minecraft. But in this case, I ended up doing Minecraft instead, because I was trying to do Roblox yesterday. I was doing Mega Hide and Seek, because I knew that would like fulfill it, and I only wanted to play until until we played a game of the Halloween version, because that's the new map that they have. And here, I'm gonna take this out, and that's the new map that they have. And of course, I'm looking forward to playing it, finding a good hiding spot, seeing what it's all about. And they made me a seeker. I wanted to be a hider. But they made me a seeker. At least I got to be a seeker, I like being a seeker sometimes. I like being a seeker on maps when I know where a lot of the good hiding spots are. And then when I'm a hider, I usually find that one good hiding spot and hide there like every single time. With the kitchen, I go and hide behind a book. Or in the classroom, I'll go and hide behind a book. Or on top of a book. And usually nobody finds me. Every once in a while, a very clever person will come over and, tag you're it. I like it when it's zombie because then, as soon as you get tagged, you can help out. And I like frozen because, as soon as someone gets tagged, you can help them out and untag them. So, like, you can get all 8 people, let's say, you can get like 7 out of 8 tagged, and then, the last person does the Robin Hood bit and saves everybody. So, I'm gonna get off here soon. Not sure when, but soon. And, I'm gonna go eat. And then I think I'm gonna work on my story. Because, okay, so I just got done with chapter 32. Remember, I'm turning it into an audio story. So I just got done with chapter 32. Chapter 33 seems just as cursed as chapter 32. Chapter 32 is cursed. Oh my gosh. Like, I thought I had it all done, and then I had to go and redo it all over again because of something at the beginning of the chapter. I had the wrong person saying the thing. It was I think it was a little thing like, I've got this voice, Abigail, being my narrator, because it doesn't sound like a guy. It doesn't sound like a girl. Well, to me, it sounds like a guy with a British accent, or yeah, it sounds like somebody with a British accent. Maybe British. I don't know, but that's what it sounds like. But the name is Abigail, so I'm like, I don't like this for anything, but then I liked it for that. So, but that's one of the voices that cannot have a pause. It can't have those special things to go with it. So I have to use Scarlet. So I think I forgot. Yeah, okay. So anyway, I think I forgot to turn off Scarlet's voice and put on Abigail's voice when I made the first words of the chapter that weren't, chapter 32, almost rescued, or whatever it was. Pretty sure it was almost rescued. I'm sorry if that's bugging you. It was bugging me, so I gotta think that maybe it was bugging you guys too. All of you too. Okay, so... yeah. So that's the 25. Then 1, 2... not that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7... the way that I just said that, please nobody take offense. I just love doing different voices than what I usually use, which is what God gave me. So, oh! Ronald McDonald and Grimace. And the person driving the car. Because I don't know their name. I mean, the big red shoe car. And they pulled out all the stops for the name for that float. It was called the big red shoe car. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Okay, I happened to sing the title of the TV show. So maybe we'll make this road go around the college so you can get to the other classrooms. I have no idea yet. So I made it up. I made the whole entire school up last time. And I just don't know what I want to do this time. Except for that, I definitely want to have, like, you learn how to be a nurse over here, and then you you learn on paper how to be a nurse over here at the college, and then you walk down this sidewalk here, and you go over there and get the practical knowledge. Oh, I think I gotta take out this too. It's a little too close. You're supposed to be able to use the sidewalk. So, one of these days, we should have a nice setup over here. And then you won't even see that, I think the term is spiraling. Spiraling. You won't even see that I was spiraling, struggling, whatever, to build this. To come up with what it's supposed to look like and all that. I have a general idea, but I have a general idea of what I want it to look like, but I think this time I want to be like all enclosed, so there's not that thing where you go outside and get rained on or something. I was just thinking about that. I like the rain. I like the snow. Well, I like the snow as long as it's not accompanied with ice. Because, ice is slippery and you don't want to walk on it. And I know you're probably thinking there's cleats out there, so that doesn't happen, but it still does happen sometimes. And we don't have cleats, we don't have money to buy them, so. Oh yeah, I was watching a video yesterday, and it's like movies that we wish were never made or something like that. And Santa Claus, the Santa Claus, with Tim Allen. I almost called him Tim Curry, and I knew that wasn't his name. Was on the list, and so was the Eddie Murphy Haunted Mansion. I mean, I didn't like how Eddie Murphy turned it into the Eddie Murphy Show, but I did like that movie. If they would have just had a different actor in there, it probably would have been a really good, decent movie. Okay. Now, in theory, this should be... this should disappear, although I'm helping it along. Yeah, well, there should be an exit at the back of the thing, because, at the back of the college, because, you don't want to have to come all the way to the front of the college, necessarily. If you're, I will make sense eventually. If your class is at the back of the college, you don't necessarily want to have to come all the way back out here to get your car. Or whatever vehicle you're driving. Because other people drive trucks, SUVs, motorcycles, That's the thing. I try not to offend anybody, and I hope I'm not. But, it's sad that we have to worry about that. Really, but, anyway, when you're an author, you have to think of those things. Do you really want to have to go all the way around the school to pick up your car? And my answer is no. Also, somewhere over here we need an archery. Yeah, so I think we'll do this. And then I gotta stop because I'm hungry. I'm sorry. It's not polite to breathe into your microphone like that. I mean, I've seen people heard people get annoyed with it. Like, super annoyed. Oh, that was the thing I was going to do. I was going to bring it over here and then drop it down one so we had more parking space. So we better figure that out before we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3. Okay, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. If you don't know your math very well, or if you do and just didn't think about it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And I've never seen the Christina Ricci that darn cat all the way through. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Or at least I don't think I have. So I was surprised to find out that, it's that darn cat. And supposedly in her version, it's less about the cat and more about the person who owns the cat. Which doesn't make any sense, but... And like I said, I don't actually know that this is, a real thing. Because, it's somebody in a YouTube video said. I mean, it's something somebody in a YouTube video said. So, I don't know, but... So, it sounds like 1, 2, 3, 4... That's 3, that's 4, that's 5. Sounds like adding a sidewalk over here would be a good thing. Oh, maybe right here? I don't know. I don't know. Should this be a sidewalk? Should this not be a sidewalk? I don't know. We'll just leave it, okay? I don't know. Oh, but I wanted the sidewalk in front of the... to be bigger. Oops. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. We're doing this on purpose because that establishes around the corner. Okay. How long is this? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oh, okay, cool. So, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. No! Okay, there we go. There. That's the corner where the college is going to be. Isn't that lovely? I like it. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3. There used to be a TV show called The New Swiss Family Robinsons. I don't know, that just triggered it. I mean, it just triggered my brain to remember that. It was pretty good. Didn't last very long, but it was pretty good. So like yesterday, I was watching that video where, the episode, 80s kids that traumatized them, and it was kind of, it really was scary, because the one episode, the little girl, she was like, I think Jamie's in 4th grade. 4th or 5th grade, something like that. And, and their friend came over after school, I guess. I have no idea what the real storyline is, because I don't have that season. But, she came over, like, after school. And it turned out that, on an episode of Small Wonder, it turned out that Vicky's, Vicky was, starting to pour milk, and she noticed that the girl that had come over after school was on the milk carton, and she goes, "You're a missing child." And she goes, "I'm not missing, I'm right here." And Vicky goes and turns it around so she can see the picture. And it turns out, yeah, she is a missing child. And you find out later in the episode that her dad kidnapped her from her mom, or took her away from her mom, and they've probably been moving place to place. I have no idea. I just know what the video told me. So that was kind of scary. And then there was another episode where one of the actors from WKRP in Cincinnati was being a naughty boy. But I'm not going to go into details on that one. But then there was also an episode of Family Ties where Alex's friend, his bestest best friend in the whole entire world, he was supposed to be making some kind of delivery, and he got into a car accident and didn't make it. And he had asked Alex to go with him, but Alex was like, "No, I gotta study," or whatever. I made up the gotta study because I can't remember. They didn't say why. I watched, I either watched the episode where it happened, or episode a few episodes away from that one. Something like that. Anyway, he's like really upset because he's like, he's like, why did it have to happen? Why is my friend gone? And then it became, why am I still alive? And he's like, really yelling this in the kitchen. And, they realize he needs help. So they go and take him to a psychiatrist, which is kind of funny because I think that's what his dad's supposed to be. But they take him to a psychiatrist, and he's like, telling everything, and I guess they go through a few scenes of his life where, like, it's like a dark room, but the dining room table's lit up, and his family's sitting there. I don't remember actually watching that when I was a kid, but I did watch something. Yeah, I mean, some episode. More recently, where he was talking about it. So anyway, hope I haven't traumatized anybody. This was a... Okay, so that was my husband finally answering. Okay, so he works at Tractor Supply, and something got shipped to the store. He doesn't bother to tell me what, but something got shipped to the store, and it wasn't supposed to be on end. It was supposed to be laid down, I guess across or something like that. And so it looks like the box is a little mushed. And there is clearly a thing on the box saying, don't put it this way. You're supposed to put it this way. And they didn't listen. It's kind of like that time my husband was telling me about. They had a case of water on top of a whole bunch of TVs. And I think that might have even been the time when the water came in leaking. It was bottled water, I think. Yeah, I think they came in leaking, and they were on top of TVs. Although that might have been two separate times. Yeah, we could tell you a lot of stories about that place. Like, one time we were driving by Walmart, and, it's almost that time of year, so, I guess I can tell that story. But we were driving by the store. This was back when we were, vendors. What was it? Merchandisers. I think the term is. Anyway, we would go into stores, and such as Walmart. I'm just saying such as. Walgreens is also on the list. But we'd go in there, and we'd either set a display or look at a certain display, and if it wasn't put together right, we filled out the paperwork to tell the company about it, and then the company told the company that, like, say, Hostess cupcakes. I mean not just the cupcakes, but the whole Hostess line. Like, if it was supposed to be like cupcakes on top, and then ho-hos underneath that, and then on the shelf, and then those little pies. If it was supposed to be like that, and they had the cupcakes on bottom and the pies on top, we told them about it, fixed it, and then had to get a manager's signature. But anyway, we were driving by the Walmart one time, and we noticed that there was a lot of fire trucks and stuff over there. And I don't know if we saw smoke or not, but we just assumed. Yeah, unless there was smoke, I think we just assumed that somebody had set the Christmas trees on fire. Because that was back when they had real Christmas trees in the garden center. Now they've got, you know, those nice plastic trees, as people put it. I like them. I'm sorry, I do. They got to be the right color. You know, a nice dark forest green. And it's got to be the correct color. No yellow, no white. You know, it's got to be the Christmas tree that I remember from when I was a kid. Which is why we got my dad's Christmas tree, because I love that thing. I don't think it's the one that we had when I was a little kid, but it's the one that we replaced that one with, I think. But anyway, I like it. It's the right color. You put it up, you know, I mean, you could put that thing up in July and you know, it would still look great. Of course, if you put it up in July, it might have red, white, and blue chase lights, but, you know. Problem is that our living room is so small that we really can't have a Christmas tree in the living, you know, in the spot where we can see it. It's like, you know, it always ends up behind me. But yeah, somehow we've got to squeeze a Christmas tree in here this year. I know, it's not even Halloween yet. Tomorrow's the Nevada Day Parade, and Thursday is Halloween. So it's weird though, because somebody's trying to say that Nevada Day is actually Halloween. You know, it's the same day. So then, like, one year we had trick-or-treaters on the 26th or something like that, instead of the 31st. I thought, you know, I seriously thought, get off of that! Sorry, my cat was standing on one of my DVD cases. They know they're not supposed to stand on there. Anyway, they know they're not supposed to stand on them, and repeatedly do it anyway. So, yeah. Wow, we've almost got 3 hours. So I was gonna stop the video at 2 hours, and then that didn't happen. Now my goal is to stop it at 3 hours. I am so sorry. Or in 6 minutes. Because there's like 15 minutes till 3 hours. If I end it at noon, then if I end it at noon, then I can stop for lunch and all that stuff, and then maybe maybe play Roblox or something when I get back. Or like I said, I could work on my story. Oops, sorry. I could work on my story. That may actually be what happens. Because I really want to get that done. You know, I keep thinking, oh, I want to audio this, I want to audio that. And, you know, audioing the story that I'm supposed to be writing right now would definitely help. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, so here is... Here is this, and then that next row down will be it entirely. But yeah, I still need to put in certain things like the grocery store, the grocery store, the grocery store, the dentist, and the grocery store, the dentist, and the DMV. And somewhere in there, I need to make Mitch's auto repair. That's what I decided to call it. It's, you know, the place where you go and take your car and they find out why it's sounding the way it is. Yeah, you know, like when your car's going, you know, to go and take the out of it and make it sound vroom, you know. Or if you need your tire changed because it popped 2 miles, 2 miles from town and you're driving on the donut, the spare tire. Because I realize that there are people that may not understand donut. It just, in this case, because it just means that they, not they. It just means that you're driving on the spare tire. Which I had a spare tire that was so cute when I had my own car. It had a pink line around it, so you knew it was a spare tire. And in the grand tradition of spare tires, it was a little smaller than the regular tire, but, you know, it did the job. Got me over to Les Schwab so we could go and, I went over to Les Schwab, and then I went over to Walmart, and then I went back over to Les Schwab because they had a better deal. Something like that. So we got that taken care of, and then, it was all good. Okay. So one time, I remember it was my dad's birthday, and I don't remember why. It might have been the same thing where we had a bum tire and we needed to get it changed, and you know, my vacation mom, you know, the one that's on vacation, extended, She was with me, and I'm pretty sure my daughter was with me. And she called, Mom called me on my cell phone and asked why I wasn't there yet. And, I explained what the problem was, and she goes, well, hurry. And I'm like, I'm trying, or something like that. And, we did get there. It just, it took longer than I expected it to. Whatever the issue was. Okay, so, it's noon. So we will just go and finish this up. It could be that I come back on here and we do this more. I don't know. Oh, hey, that kind of works. There. Except for we don't need that over here, so never mind. So the idea is that we're going to keep going on this line, and hopefully it will line up eventually, but I don't think it's going to. Anyway, so the college is going to be over here somewhere. Oh, wait a minute. How big is this? 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh, okay. So 5, 6. I want this to be a big sidewalk. There. Okay. That is our corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. So this is our sidewalk, and it just has to be a big sidewalk, an extra big sidewalk over here. And then actually, when we get that far, there's supposed to be, like, the doors are back here. I have to remember that. Anyway, so the lake is way over there. There's one book where they're street racing, so they're, I don't know if they've gone that way and then they're coming back this way or what. But anyway, Sam Crenshaw went over here to the college. Obviously, it's not there yet. Sam Crenshaw went over here to the college. Sean, in his truck, let's say stopped right there. Because it would have been over here. Because his engine was about to blow. It was like, stop the truck or let the engine blow. Don't want that to happen. So, he stopped, like, right here. And then he ended up getting arrested and taken to the police station, which is way over there. There! Way over there! It would not go. Oh my gosh. Anyway, and, everybody else somehow got over. Everybody else in the street race was able to go home. Somehow. Okay, so if that's 25 also... Is it 25? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. Yeah, okay. So, if that's it, though, then right here is part of the road. Wait, no. Yeah, right here is part of the road. Oh no! Okay, so I get claustrophobic in real life. It's usually people claustrophobic. I mean, if certain things are too close to me and I don't want it to be close to me, you know, I get a little, you know, I get uncomfortable too. But it's mostly with people. And it's not that, okay, it's not that I've got that thing like, all I can think of is Maurice. That's not his name. I think Maurice was Howie Mandel. I think Maurice was the character he played in Little Monsters. With Fred Savage. Anyway, you know, Howie Mandel's got this thing like if people touch him, I think it's if people touch him, he freaks out. And I kind of want to know how long he's been having that feeling, because, you know, it sure doesn't seem like he had that feeling in, you know, anything that I've ever seen him in, so. But then he comes out and says it on, America's Got Talent, I think it was, and I was like, oh, you know, it kind of cements that, you know, celebrities are people too. And, you know, it's pretty awesome. And him being that brave to tell us all that, you know. But, specifically, I think he was telling the person on the stage, you know, like, like you have, it might have been the guy that normally stutters, but then when he was, not like Mel Tillis, but like usually he, if you don't know who Mel Tillis is, please look him up. Or you can watch, I think it was called Horse Wrestlers, or The Wrestler, or something like that, on the Dukes of Hazzard. Anyway, he's, his character's raising a horse named Manassas. Only somewhere in the middle of that, Boss Hogg has promised his wife, Lulu, that she's gonna have the winning horse, and so they end up having to come up with an idea how to get Manassas away from Mel Tillis' character, because I can't think of his name on there, so we'll just call him Mel. Anyway, they're trying to get the horse away from Mel, and it ends up that this horse wrestler gets in on it too. They go and, you know, like Boss Hogg and Roscoe kidnap the horse in the first place, and then I think they you know, the horse wrestlers kidnapped him after that. This is if I remember right. I've seen that episode several times. I just, you know, haven't watched it recently. So anyway, you can watch that if you want to see who Mel Tillis is. Or You can watch, I think it's Cannonball Run, although it might be Cannonball Run 2, but I think it's Cannonball Run. Anyway, um, they, they, him and his partner, they're like trying to make the ultimate, racing car so they can win the Cannonball. The Cannonball's a, um, going from California to New York as fast as you can, and the record is like something crazy, like 12 hours or something like that. I think I'm exaggerating, but it was something really crazy. And so everybody wants to beat them. It's got Burt Reynolds in it. It's got Mel Tillis. It's got that guy, because I don't know his name, but anyway, he's Mel Tillis's partner in that one. And then because they all have partners for some reason, which is good. They all have partners. There was even a couple of girls, a couple of women that were in the race, and they were trying to use their womanly wilds to get past the cops, and it was working really well for a while because all the cops were guys. But then they ran into a female cop, and she basically told them, "I've got them too. You're getting a ticket." But yeah, Burt Reynolds is in that one. Dom DeLuise. Jamie Farr. Anyway, the guy who played Klinger on MASH. Roger Moore's in that one too. It was funny because there's a part in there where Roger Moore is he's like sitting there pretending to be James Bond, but his mom for the movie is accusing him of pretending to be Roger Moore, and you never like learn his name for the episode unless it's Roger Moore as played by himself. I don't know, but anyway, whatever, he gets accused. She accuses him of pretending to be Roger Moore, and he goes and says, "Now that the secret's out, Mom, I have to kill you." And he brings out a gun, but it's one of those that he presses the trigger and it's got the little flag that says "bang" or something like that. I just watched that one like 2 weeks ago. I ought to know. No, actually, we didn't watch that one. We watched number 2. I think. I don't know. I'm confused. Okay. Yeah, so we've gone after that 6-minute mark too. 1, 2, 3. How about I end the stream, and then when I'm done messing around, we can eat, because it's already noon and I haven't eaten anything. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. And my tummy is pretty much going to feed me. Okay. Or I could just finish this real quick and then, yeah. And I have to go and figure out some videos for the first few days of November because I was working on it. I really was. And then all of a sudden I'm like, oh, wait a minute. I don't have one for the 2nd or the 3rd or something like that. And yeah, that was this morning. Although maybe I just didn't refresh it. I don't know. So I need to, fill up November. And then I can start filling up December. I can't wait until December because, then there will be all that neat Christmas stuff. I mean, you can see the neat Christmas stuff already, but, there's like Christmas videos to watch and. Oops. There's Christmas videos to watch and, if you can have that sort of thing, Christmas treats to make. Like, I used to make sugar cookies all the time. Well, maybe not all the time, but a lot. I used to make sugar cookies. And then now I can't eat them, so I don't want to make them as much, but we do have an electric mixer that we could put to use in making sugar cookies this year if we wanted to. I can always make. See, my rule is that a sugar cookie needs to taste like sugar. Because it's a sugar cookie. Or at least like it has sugar in it. And I don't know how, but when you make them, they taste more like, they taste like they don't have sugar when you make them properly. I always add more sugar because then they taste like they have sugar. The recipe I use is in a book called Big Soft Chewy Cookies. This is not an Amazon advertisement at all, but that is where I got my copy of the book. It's called Big Soft Chewy Cookies, and I don't even know who. I think I just figured out that my book was with my other books. I hope not. Because I got the Harry Potter cookbook up there, but I don't know if I have Big Soft Chewy Cookies or not. And if I have to go and buy it again, that's going to drive me crazy. Okay, so see, those trees are over there. Next time we get on to Minecraft and I record it for y'all, we can go and make the trees come up to this point because it'll feel less, oh my gosh, it's taking forever. I mean, it's still gonna go all the way across, but it just won't feel as bad because we'll get to that point where we're all the way over here and it'll be yay instead of grrr. Okay, so we're just going to take this part out right here. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, wait. No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We gotta back it up 3 more. Well, 6 more. Oh. I was wondering what that was, and, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, so I was wondering what that was. And it was a commercial for Saved by the Bell. The new one with, well, still with Mario Lopez. But, you know, other than that, a pretty much all new cast. And, you know, I don't... like, I do and do not want to give the new Saved by the Bell a chance. And it's because usually when somebody makes a remake, it's pretty much, you know, like Saved by the Bell, The Search for More Money. You know, in this case. You know, it's usually something like that. So I don't know if it's going to be more like a Saved by the Bell, Search for More Money, or if it's going to be a good thing and I'm actually going to like it. Like, I did not... I mean, I haven't even tried Fuller House because of the commercial that they put out to start out with, because they call up, you know, they call up Michelle and they start teasing her, you know, like saying, "You got it, dude," and how rude and stuff like that, which is stupid because how rude was Stephanie's line. And according to my sister, they actually went and took a whole bunch of stuff that, you know, was already stated in Full House and changed it. Cause Kimmy was supposed to have 3 sisters and a brother. And that's stated because in the episode where DJ wants to move out, she goes, Kimmy's got her own room and she's got 3 sisters. And then in the one where DJ gets handcuffed to Stephanie, it's her brother Garth, I think it is in Reno, and if she doesn't get the magic stuff back to him now, he'll make her life disappear. But then my sister said that in Fuller House, she only has a little brother named Jimmy. So what happened to the 3 sisters that you never see and the brother? And it's not like you know, it's not like he's, you know, the surprise little brother and he's like 4 years old. I'm talking like he's, you know, 1 year younger than Kimmy or something like that. So he, you know, he's old enough to date Stephanie, I think she said. Anyway, so it doesn't make any sense. So Fuller House was definitely the Search for More Money. And you know, and there's like the whole thing of, okay, the Olsen twins said that they weren't invited to come to Fuller House, and and everybody else says, yeah, they got invited. They didn't want to come. So, which is it? And I think when Fuller House was going on, the one Olsen twin was having issues with her weight somehow. I can't remember what they said happened, and I'm happier that way, so don't set me straight, please. But anyway, she's having problems with her weight, so I don't know if it would have worked anyway. And then how would you explain that, Michelle's suddenly two people? Or would you have one, or would you, do it like you did before and have one twin one week and one twin the other week or whatever? They're not little kids anymore, so you don't have to worry about overworking them. I mean, you should still treat them like humans, but yeah. So while I take this out, I am gonna say, like I said, please buy my books on Amazon. Author Tina Rash. If you type Tina Rash books into the search line, it should come up, and if it doesn't, go on the books tab and then type in Tina Rash books, unless it's still in the search line, and then you don't have to type anything. But anyway, like I said, you should find Pirate's Daughter, Misfortune, Hard Times, Esperanza's Party. That's the one that I'm turning into an audiobook right now. The Island, and Adopted Coral. I'm like, I know there's another book. And please like, share, comment, subscribe, notification bell on YouTube, and follow, and please chat on Twitch. Yeah, I feel like my brain's disconnected. I just feel like it. It's not. I just feel like it. Okay, wait. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay. Don't worry, I am not going to sit here for hours and do this. Okay. Also, I hope you're having a great day. Know that you are enough. You are important. You do matter. There's nothing you cannot solve or handle. Even work in school. You have at least one friend right here. And I will see you in the next video or stream. Which, okay, normally I stream every day. But there may be a day when I'm not streaming, and that's probably because I'm working on one of my stories. Because, I'm an author, YouTuber, Twitch person, because I don't know if Twitcher is quite the right word. But, you know, I do all this stuff, and but then I do the, you know, I do the Twitch stream thing for the fans. You know, I totally appreciate my fans, and, you know, like, I couldn't do this without you guys, you know, because you're the reason. I mean, I would probably do it anyway, but you guys are the reason why I'm not giving up on it, because suddenly I've got people saying, "Oh, I like the way you stream," and it's like, awesome. You know, I love that. So I'm gonna turn this off. Now I'm gonna go eat, and I'm gonna work on my story. And I always call it a story before it's, you know, actually in book form. So, you know, it's not like that little kid who's writing the book about Winnie the Pooh and, you know, it's just a story. Although, if you publish it as fandom, it could be a thing. And if your kid has a knack at, you know, writing fandom like that, you know, maybe encourage them to write more and help them get published. I say that because I wasn't encouraged in that direction. Like, I don't know, my parents wanted me to be a doctor or a lawyer or something. I don't know, something that was gonna, you know, give me futureness, you know, like be able to help me pay the bills and all that. And I'm like, all I really want to do is write books. So, don't know how it's gonna work out, but that's my thing. Writing books and making these videos and showing all of you what I'm doing. Especially with Dreamlight Valley, because I like to share what I know. Doesn't work sometimes because, like, you know, my sister keeps asking me, how do you do that? And I'm like, I don't know. I did that 2 years ago. But I try, you know. She finally gives me more details, and I'm like, oh, okay, that sounds vaguely familiar, you know, and we muddle through it. Here, let's try and let's park right here. There. We're gonna park right here. Right across from the water around the... You know, technically, if we're going to do this right, we should figure out how many across here and back that up that many. But it's supposed to be like a stream, or, yeah, a stream. But also, there's supposed to be a stream that... Oh gosh, yeah. I forgot about that. Okay, so there's supposed to be a stream that goes underneath all this, I guess. Or maybe cross over somewhere. I don't know. Anyway, it's supposed to go underneath, and it's supposed to go that clearing over there that I still haven't done much with. Clearing way over here. It's supposed to go around by there so the puppies can go and go, oh, hey, wait, water. And, they're going to go and try to get wet, but, Jesse gives his horse calling whistle, and they stop, finally. Okay, so I'm going to end it here. No, I was going to say, or we could wait until just a little bit more, because, it's 3 hours, 26 minutes, and some seconds. And yeah, if we waited just a little bit longer, it would be 3 hours and 30 minutes. But you've seen how that's worked so far. So I'm going to end the stream here. I will see you in the next stream or video.